Admiral's Log, December 5th, 1913. Finally, after several years of bloody fighting, the French have made peace. We have received the provinces of Corsica and Tunisia, as well as the battleship Démocratie. Our engineers were particularly eager to examine French shipbuilding processes. We have seen that they can field small guns in similar numbers or even superior to my own, and as such they present a great interest to my plan. Armed with this impetus, the Stalwart Engineering Bureau has put forward a series of design studies for new cruisers, which are accepted by the committee and myself. However, our Italian allies have once again brought us into the maelstrom. We're at war. Again. With war comes the need for more personnel, for more men willing to aspire for victory, all part of my plan. They stood, hundreds strong behind their officers. Naval staff, men, and materials haughty stood in the cold morning air. Some of those men were veterans, saved from the depths by our warm hands. Others were new recruits, unprepared for the speech I was about to give. At a single bell, 1,200 faces looked up in unison. Eyes staring, unblinking, ahead at my crooked form, leaning on the podium. I reached for the microphone.
Soldiers, comrades, and above all, brothers, we stand today to honor a glorious occasion. For some of you, it will be your first trial by fire. Those who persist in the furnace of war will glean fortune like no other. Glory and loyalty are asides to which I reply in kind. However, our chief mission here is vengeance. Our temple of peace has been desecrated by an unknown power. They tried to kill us with a single blow. They failed. We will rise again from the ashes. Our burning vengeance shall fuel their doom. Austria-Hungary will rule the waves once again as their masts come tumbling down, smothered in ashes. There is no quarter expected or given to an enemy as they suffocate within their airtight compartments. Brothers, stand with me against the greater evil and extract your revenge. Drink of your victory and remember those who have fallen.
Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome to episode 6 of Europe in Embers. It is time to introduce the French to their own battleship. The battlecruiser Jean Bart, which we have seen before, gave us a hard time back then, is now going up against their own battleship, which I took from them in reparations. La Démocratie is going to take on their battlecruiser. Now, the battlecruiser has a bit of a weird issue by the looks of it. It has more displacement than it can. It's not unusual, sometimes these things creep in, so be it. We're just going to have to sink it either way, and then it won't be an issue. So, the battleship, not particularly quick, but it can take a beating. That's going to be its intended task. And then the heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and destroyers, all upgraded and refit to the latest specs, are going to deal with the rest of the ships. Let's go. Here we go, it's on. The fire starters, blazing away with everything they have, at a mere range of 6 kilometers. These guys are still not very good at detecting the enemy, and because of that, I don't get a lot of warning. My positioning is difficult. So it's going to be the Firestarter D8, D11, 12, 4, well, basically all of them, working together to torch this ship. Just going to make sure that everybody actually has HE selected, because in previous episodes that didn't always go according to plan. The battleship, what sort of shells do these guys have? They have capped ballistic high explosive shells. That is interesting. Let's go with HE. We still have a couple of light cruisers in the back. Here we are. This battlecruiser came to a lot of crew losses in the past. It didn't die. Oh, there we go. Now it's spotted the D8. That's pretty late. 4 kilometers is what you got. Okay. It came to within an inch of its life as it lost a lot of its crew. And maybe we can finish the job today. That is the plan. At this angle, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to dodge torpedoes. 3 kilometers out. DD's decent positions. Let's go to full speed. Can I rely on this ship not to turn back? Because it does appear to be in a turn, heading away from my destroyers. Like it's scared and running back. Which I understand, considering the amount of fire that it's taking. What's my battleship up to? Not one of mine, yet mine. Gonna bring some democracy to the French? Or maybe I should say we're gonna bring the democracy back to the French. Jean Bart. Somewhat crispy? Not as much as I'd expected, actually. Maximum bulkheads, though. Explains a lot. Where are the CLs at? Here you are. These guys also carry torpedo launchers, and a lot of them. I don't want to have these guys launch torpedoes prematurely, only for the Jean Bart to dodge absolutely everything. But we have them at a pretty decent angle. Everybody torpedo the Jean Bart. If you have it, torp it. Torpedoes away from the 8. That's it. Oh, here we go. The Firestarter main launched. The D-14 just launched. 13 launched. So we got at least several angles of torpedoes going at them. If they continue to turn to port, none of it will matter. And I gotta make sure that I don't run my own heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and other ships right into my torpedoes. Which is a very real threat. It seems to be working. They're starting to add up, these crew losses. Oh, hello! Who are you, then? You're one of the heavy cruisers. Okay. Well, I, for one, am not particularly interested in seeing you this close. But, well, the whole line is there anyway, so we might as well commit. Oh, you got hit by what? A shell? Yeah, an 11-incher. Okay, at this point, they should probably be aware of the torpedoes. Which are coming from every which way. Or should be. But they're all doing their own shit. There's one hit, and it turns out to be a dud. Lovely. Has the battleship performed anything yet? Yeah, it's landed a whole 2 hits. Phenomenal. They've only lost 12% of their crew? That's actually a lot less than I was expecting. They've been hit 200 times. I hope this heavy cruiser... Oh. Did you modify the heavies? Oh, that's not... that's not very good for your chances of survival. Let's get the other heavy cruisers to all focus down this guy. Ow. One dud. Still one running. Yeah, this Firestarter is pretty toasty. There you go. They managed to kill a destroyer by torpedoing the destroyer at short range. But it looks like we're killing our own destroyer next. Look at that! Holy shit! The 11 is getting blown up by friendly fire. Wow. This is going phenomenally well. Their battlecruiser is still fairly okay. And leaving. My light cruiser is trying to catch up. Thankfully it's damaged, otherwise it just wouldn't be able to catch up. It's just going all swimmingly, isn't it? Turn. These are still maxi bulkheads, right? No, standard? But slow. And armored. Oh, fuck me. Ugh. Sorry, it's early. I had a long day yesterday, so... not performing optimally, shall we say. Anyway, these guys... trained crew... but they're starting to suffer. What hit you? Another heavy cruiser. Oh, good lord. There you go. Extensive fire. Fire Nation strikes again. Refuge. Get rid of that thing. Tell me, does this have torpedoes? If it does, And I'm going to have to start taking some preemptive evasive action. The battleship has done 1400 damage. That's pretty good. What? Oh, fuck's sake. You got hit and you lost all your torpedo launchers? Really? Or are you going to be like that? Fine. Man, this campaign is hard if you don't have any bigger ships than a light cruiser. Well, than a cruiser. Start torping this with whatever you got left. Although, no, they're in a turn. You won't hit that. Oh. Worse even. No, actually you did launch. I thought the torpedoes would be dead, but they're not. We still have functional torpedo tubes. The real question is, how many duds? Maximum bulkheads. Boom, 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 boom. 4 hits! Out of 4 launched. That's really good. More problematic is this guy. Launching torpedoes at the Sava at short range. Pola, hold your horses. Heavy cruisers, I would like you to get a little closer. See, the way that I had this design for the campaign was I'm going to be having ships at pretty high fire rate. And at the same time, ships which are always going to be closing the distance. Always trying to close the distance. But if you have a larger fleet encounter, either with your own ships or with theirs, it's tough. Because I don't have the micromanagement skills to manage all of my ships at the same time. And that's making it really quite difficult. Okay, I want all the DDs here. That's, well, whatever's left of the DDs to go after that. I'm going to send the Pola to do a portside launch against the Refuge. If we need to. No, she's dead. This is so many fires, she's gone. Okay. Then we're going to switch to the light cruiser. But man, I was thinking light ships, small barrels, or short barrels, fairly small caliber guns as well. I don't think it's going to work. Stop hitting your friendlies, damn it. There you go, that ought to kill them. Boop. Boom. No, 3 duds. But we got them where it counts. The bow. That's the only position that wasn't flooded yet. Alright, DDs, pay attention. Jesus, stop shooting. Stop shooting! That was the battleship doing 1100 damage. Damn it. Pola, portside, short range against the target, the Jean Bart. Send it. All the portside launchers. That is going to be difficult if you don't have a rudder. Bloody hell. I'm going to have to step away from this short barrel design because it's doing more damage to my fleet than to theirs. My ships simply cannot target well enough. They can't aim. And as they cannot aim, they're causing all sorts of havoc to my own ships. I mean, if you keep sending shells to, well, essentially the general vicinity of the target, and I have a lot of ships in the general vicinity of the target as well, then yes, of course it's going to go like this. So we're going to go with longer barrels to make sure I don't start committing fratricide every second episode. Which Pola has definitely been on the receiving end of. And, was it Sava as well? No, one of these guys anyway. And of course one of the DDs got murdered. Essentially by a friend. Yeah, you guys can leave. Flooding? We're inflicting flooding? That's, unexpected. Crew dead, 22.8% only. Doesn't matter. Jean Bart has nowhere to go. Jeez, this thing's cheap for a battlecruiser. 24 million? Okay. Hey, at least the heavies are doing work, right? 1k, 1k, 600, 900, 3.6. Are you counting friendly kills as well? 9.4? Yeah, you've definitely been killing destroyers. Look at that. Look at this guy, Salzburg. pretty much only doing damage to friendlies. That's one way to rack up your amount of damage, but not the right way. Right, so we lost 3 destroyers in that fight, but they lost 2 heavy cruisers, a light, and a battle cruiser. Not exactly a perfect fight, but we have some at least some results to bring home. Ah, more ships. See, this might actually be more manageable, because I got 5 heavy cruisers, a couple of torches, and 2 galleons, against a couple of heavies, 2 lights, and 2 DDs. Let's make this work. Let's sail in an orderly line, a battle line. Let's go get him. Steady course. We're going to slow down. We're not in any hurry. We need Spanish galleon here to catch up. It's going to take me a while. And let's wait for the enemy. Here we go. Another very short-range encounter. We're spotting them at 4-kilometer range. That is disturbing. These DDs are small and hard to detect. So we're just going to have to quickly overwhelm them before we run into torpedoes. Start turning back. Assuming these guys have already done the dirty and sent torpedoes my way. They got, holy shit, 8 torpedo launchers on a single destroyer. The French love their torpedo launchers. Krems, for good measure, shooting 1 in return. Whether that will work remains to be seen. Oh boy. Short range, 2.8. The whole situation of we're gonna make a nice battle line is tricky. They are seemingly doing everything they can to just shy make contact with a torpedo. Here we go. Torpedo's been detected. Spalato. Turn. Turn, buddy. Good man. Torch. Kapfenberg. Work together. Kapfenberg. Join Torch. Who are you? Galleon. Join this. Let's go. Spalato sent out a full torpedo salvo of its own back against the destroyer, which might actually instantly blow it up. Wow. Well done, Spalato. Dead. Beautiful. So that's what happens if you have 5 side mount torpedo launchers. It can get really interesting really quick. Next target, the Lonquenet. Get rid of these small guys. Krems, you can join the division again. Division has to be reformed because it's going to turn into a bit of a mess. So far, this guy hasn't launched torpedoes yet. What is your torpedo range there, friend? 6.2. That puts you well inside of torpedo range. Oh. You lost your nerve. Seen what happened to your friend and lost your nerve. That's fine. The galleon should be ideal against this. The 2.9s are all going off. With less than a % chance to hit. The sheer number of these guns is still insane. I have what? Yeah, I got 32 of them. 16 per side. 2.9-inch guns, and they are seemingly having some effect on the destroyer, which somehow is trying to re-engage. Why are we firing AP? A few bulkheads. That's your mistake. That, my friend, is gonna cost you the ship. The closer you get, the more accuracy I gain. There, torpedo launcher destroyed. You're just a lame duck now. You cannot actually deal any damage with that 4.1. The closer you get... Oh. Okay. That was interesting. A couple of torpedoes almost got it. So, who would like to go next? Where's the last of them? Because I know they have more. We just gotta find it. Here we are. And you are one of those heavy cruisers with 7 funnels. Relatively low amount of main guns. considering they only have 4 8.4s. The Torch have a lot more. The Torch have 8 8-inch guns. The difficulty, however, is the situation with weather. It's rough waves, it's an overcast sky. It's making it difficult to hit. But not so difficult that we cannot do damage. Something coming in from a different vector as well. We're going to turn to port. We're going to deal with these guys first, before we find ourselves in a crossfire. Kapfenberg, Spanish, Krems, and Spalato. All to port. We still have torpedoes. I'm going to use these sparingly, only when we have a good chance to hit. Come on. Push into them. Now they got a lower amount of bulkheads than they ideally need to survive. So if we can put some stuff on fire, pretty easily overwhelm them. This guy probably launching torpedoes right about now. Rochambeau and Furieux. Okay, all the guns in the Furieux. Standard bulkheads. Yep, there's the torpedo launch. Furieux. Turn. We'll be fine. Nice try. Yeah, we'll be fine. There's the light cruiser group. Definitely a dangerous adversary. Ow. Shit. These torpedo launchers have a tendency just to blow up. Yeah, there you go. All the torpedo launchers on the Torch have been destroyed. Fantastic. 3.7, 4.4, and there's something else out there. I'm going to detach the galleon and manage her myself. The Deagan, so far, not launching. Can change any second. They spit out how many torpedoes? 3. 4.1. Fast torpedoes. Oh, speaking of. Turn. Yeah, this is going to be painful. Ow. Finish this guy, please. Galleon, go for the Deagan. Oh, actually, the Love over there. How many torpedoes you got? Loads. Perfect. Got a save. Torpedo away from Kapfenberg. It's gonna make their life even more difficult. Can't be killing off the fire when you're busy flooding your own ship. Yeah, they're done. Okay. That's that. Torch. I need to start turning, because the Deagan's probably not up to any good. Love, where are your torpedo launchers? Everywhere. Okay. Spalato, turn. Krems, torpedo the Love if you have it. The Deagan did indeed torpedo the Torch. Oh shit. Damn it. Survived. No, rephrase. I am working on survival. Surviving is hard. Don't worry, I got turrets to spare. Let's just hope they stay aboard the ship. They're no use when they jump overboard. Rochambeau's taking some damage, but we need more. There you go. Torpedoes have connected with the Love, originating from the Spalato. Her torpedoes have been destroyed. Spanish galleon dealing damage with all the 2.9s. And they are doing a lot more damage than the 6s. That's impressive. I think the Love's going to be dead. So we can task the Spalato with hunting down that light cruiser. And in the meanwhile, Torch and whatever's left of Kapfenberg, you can retreat. You can go after the Torch, or after the Rochambeau. Flooding is bad. 12% buoyancy left. All the torpedo launchers, just for good measure, destroyed again. And there's the Deagan. Okay, turn broadside. I need those 2.9s of yours and the 6s to work together. Spalato still needs upgrades. Oh, sorry, no, it's a Spanish galleon class. Sorry, I completely misidentified that. 7% buoyancy. Situation here. Rochambeau doesn't have torps. Those 8.4s are still dangerous, though. Not that dangerous. Okay. Torpedoes originating from Rochambeau, perhaps? Really? Your buoyancy is going back up? That's impressive. Half the ship is flooded and the other half is on fire. Surrender already. Thank you. Okay. Then... Oh shit! Deagan. I thought we got that guy, but we didn't. Turn back towards the Rochambeau. If she turns and torps, she's going to be able to launch her torpedoes right at her friend. But she's not interested in that. Okay, fine. Galleon, you're gonna go after the de Grasse. Krems, I need you back here. There you go. There's the torpedo launch. She waited until she had a better, safer angle to not hit the Rochambeau. Rochambeau seriously burning up. We're looking at just a few more fires that we need to set before this guy will go down. Extensive fire. Crew loss is definitely not a factor. Deagan should be like, what, 12 knots? 13. She'll be slow enough. Either you have launched all your torpedoes or you simply don't have any left. Spalato did launch her torps. The galleon is still red, not allowed to launch. Hard over to starboard. Because that's where she's going. Hard over to port. Rochambeau. Yeah, she's going to be burning to a very, very crispy ship. At this rate, taking down 4 to 5 ships per battle, I don't think the French can last for very long. Especially since they're also fighting the Italians. Here we go. Galleons doing what they do best. Shooting with as many guns as possible. And to make it worse for the enemy, we're going to launch the torpedoes. That's 5 torpedo tubes, eager to torpedo that guy. You have to Spalato slow down. She is sort of in the direction of fire of the torpedo launchers. Go on. Ship has done 7.2k damage with essentially only 2.9 inch guns. Hello? I know my torpedo launchers are functional. What's the problem? Thank you. There we go. That ought to kill them. Yeah. You did. Extensive fire. And that leaves the Rochambeau and the Deagan. Deagan still having torpedoes around. Let's have the galleon go in. Have the Spalato speed back up. I thought the Rochambeau would be dead at this point. I really expected her not to be a factor anymore. Props to the French damage control parties. What's left of them? Galleon, go deal with that ship. I'm done dodging torpedoes. Torch, sadly, out of torpedoes, or the Rochambeau would have been dead. Torpedo blew up in the water. It's not a factor. Okay. Galleon to flank speed. Spalato. Look at him go! They have control over the middle section of the ship again. It's not on fire. Let's change that right quick, shall we? Kapfenberg, 4k damage done. 4.4, 7, 6.4, 19? Yeah. Throwing 4 or 5 heavy cruiser or torpedoes into a light cruiser really helps with your damage output. Very nice. Good performance. Solid effort by the Spanish galleon. Deagan still has torps. Turn starboard. I'm gonna make short work of this guy. Torpedoes away, port flank. Torpedoes incoming. Singular. We'll be fine. Nah, especially if that turns like that. You have got to be kidding. Nope, one hit. Okay. At least we got the one. Deagan rapidly succumbing to fire, even though she has maximum bulkheads. You cannot take that much fire from 2.9 and hope to survive. Torpedo detonation, no more torpedoes for you. And the Deagan. Come on. Give me the starboard guns on the Spalato on the Deagan. Before she puts all those fires back out. Don't care much about the Rochambeau because she doesn't have any torpedoes. Those guns are a nuisance. Rems. Don't go too far. Torch. Same deal. They're desperately trying to hide on their smoke screen, and wow, it works too. They've lost 37% of their crew. I have to motivate them a bit more. Or demotivate them. 39. You're 1.7 kilometers out. Close in. Just park yourself right next to them and start blowing them up. That is the Spanish galleon way of life anyway. Or it should be. Rochambeau is still badly burning. 34.7% crew lost. 39.7 here. Spalato not quite in a position. Give it a minute. 2.9s have a very narrow firing arc. Okay, hard over to starboard. Rochambeau controlling almost all of her fires. Spalato, you're gonna have a somewhat short-ish time span to deal as much damage as you can. They've lost 40% of their crew. Work it. Pew 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 pew. Look at that. This is what I envisioned for this campaign, right here. Short-range guns dealing a blaze of damage. Setting the ship on fire. There you go, that just killed all the crew. Or at least as many as I needed. Now, to be fair, it's a light cruiser. It doesn't have a ton of armor, but these guys, for a light cruiser, are pretty heavily armored. 3.8 fore, 3.8 aft, and 5.5-inch main belt. Even their superstructure is better than some battleships. Alright. You are completely surrounded. You have lost a lot of crew. This is going to be the end, my friend. Torpedo launchers sending a final greeting. What the shit? What are you... No! This guy was right on course. And then it decided that that was not to be. Fine. Not a single ship lost. Not a single ship lost, and the enemy has lost all of theirs. They did gain 400 victory points, and I did lose a bunch of crew, but they lost a bunch more. 7 ships dead at the bottom. Or surrendered. But, well, you can't capture them, so they're considered dead. Yes, I think that's a bit much. Can the Miskolc really do all of this alone? I don't think so. I'm going to sail away from this battle, and we're going to look for something a bit more favorable. Hope you guys are enjoying the fire-starting campaign, the Europe and Embers. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you want to get some of the merch, linked down below in the description to support the channel, and I'd be very appreciative. And of course, more episodes coming soon, so be sure to subscribe, and you'll get the next one delivered to you as soon as it's up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon for the next one.